call it Post-it. These are little Post-its that we all can find everywhere, and I want you to write a positive word about yourself. And I use a lot of them, all different colors, because I want to post them all up around wherever I am. I have my office and my computer's there, and I post powerful words that's going to inspire me. And my kids think I'm cuckoo and nuts, but you know what? They're going to grow up doing that and speaking positive words to themselves. So I encourage you, and I felt like Martha Stewart. I had so many arts and crafts on my table. You could come and take a Post-it if you like, and I want you to write a word. And whether it's, I had a young lady that I was on my team that I was coaching, and she said, we call booking, booking means you get a date with a hostess. She said, I'm a booking queen. And so that was her message to herself. So every time we would have a conference call, a team training, she would end it with, well, I'm the booking queen. Well, guess what happened in her business? She became a booking queen because that's the affirmation that she kept on saying to herself. That was her mantra. So whatever you call it, it's still the same thing. So that's my first tip, is to start posting affirmations about yourself. And I know that we're all, have smartphones and we have all apps for all different things, but a good old-fashioned piece of paper and pen doesn't compare to anything else. So I encourage you to do that. Another tip is, I don't know if you've all heard about the one word. When the new year comes in, people always say, what one word will demonstrate for your year. And last year, my word was greater. And I wanted greater in my life, just greater experience. Well, God gave me a greater challenge, but that meant that I would have a greater testimony to be able to share coming out of that challenge. So sometimes the word isn't what you expect, the result, but when you look back, you can say, wow, I can say I had greater in 2014, and now I'm looking forward to my word in 2015 is triumphant. And so I wrote here, having achieved victory or success. So this is my word for 2015, triumphant. And I'm looking forward to being able to share a year from now, how great this word was. So think about what your word will be. It could be just, health. It could be caring. It could be love. It could be, debt-free. That's 2 words. But, whatever your word is, I encourage you. I have these lovely big signs at my craft table back there. So you are more than welcome to take one. I want to encourage you to write your word down and then post it up where you can see it. Let it be on your refrigerator, on your mirror, wherever you see it every day. But put it up there and remind yourself of that word. Now, how many of you have vision boards? Can I say a round of applause? Okay, very good. I'm in the right place. I wasn't sure, Cheryl. I wasn't sure if I was in the right place, but I am. So on last Saturday, I sat down and got all my magazines out, and I started writing, putting together my vision board. Now, vision board is just a board of, cardboard, and you can do it many different ways. You can put things that you want to achieve. You can put items that you would like to have. I kind of have a mix of 2 different themes going on. Going through such a challenging time, I wanted to get back to more of my affirmations. I'm more of a word person. So I have here, love, peace, believe, dream, feeling good, health. I have my pink ribbon, of course. I have my American Cancer Society to do more with them, to volunteer, be a great wife. Fashionista diva, because I don't want to look like the soccer mom every day, so I'm working on that. My road to health. And I then put different affirmations. So whatever you want. And then one image I have here is a passport picture. And it says, see some world. I've had a passport for I don't even know how many years, but I have no stamp on my passport. I've just used it to go to the Caribbean, and doggone it, I'm I'm going to get me a stamp on my passport this year, and I'm going to go across the water, and I'm going to go see something. I don't care where it is, I'm going. So Italy, France, Paris, Germany, wherever, I'm claiming that. And my husband's like, really, we're going? I said, yes, honey, we're going. Because Michelle put it on her board, and it's going to become a vision. So I encourage you to create a vision board for yourself, and whatever feels right to you. There's not one that's right and one's wrong. There's so many tutorials on the internet on how to create a vision board, and really it's wonderful when you can look back and see what manifests in your life from doing it. So just make that time for yourself. Make it something that you just want to personally do. So two more things. Another thing that I do is a journal. I'm a journal nut. I love journals. And I share in my book, Direct Seller Secrets to Staying Inspired. I was challenged one time in my business, and my business coach, I was telling her all the things that weren't working. My team members weren't doing what they needed to do. I didn't have any bookings. Just things were going bad for me. And I kept on talking about it. And one day she said to me, well, Michelle, what are you grateful for? And I kind of paused. And she said, instead of focusing on all the negative, you need to start focusing on the positive. So you need to start a gratitude journal. And every day I would write down what I was grateful for that day. And some people do it at night in the beginning of the day, and then others recommend that you do it at the evening, because then you can reflect back on your whole day and say, what things went on that day. So I encourage you to get a journal and start writing your own gratitude. And you can just get a composition book from the dollar store. Anything can be a journal. I have to have something beautiful, and then it has to have pink, of course, now. But you can do anything. But I encourage you, that's another tip, to have a gratitude journal. And then, let's see here. Okay, accountability partner. That's another tip. Someone that you can talk to and can hold you accountable to what you say. And it needs to be someone who understands, as an entrepreneur, what you're going through. Sometimes we can have friends and family and they just don't understand. It's like we're speaking Spanish to them. So you want someone that's really going to understand what you're going through. For my direct sellers in the room, it could be somebody that's not in your business, is outside of your business, but does their own type of direct sales business. And it's going to hold you to accountability of what you say you're going to do. And it can be something as simple as just saying that, I'm going to consistently have a full calendar for myself. And we know that that's a challenge to always have a consistent calendar. But if you can say to me, hey, Michelle, you said you were going to do the house, you have February coming. It's now the middle of January. I should be thinking about what I'm doing in February. So if that's my goal, you're holding me to that. And we're having a conversation, and it should be both of you holding each other. I had a great group with entrepreneur mastermind group with 5 different ladies. We all did different businesses. It was the most, what's the word I could use? It was the most challenging group that I was with, because they were all entrepreneurs, and they didn't have time for me to make excuses. They didn't have time, for me to talk about, the cat has a fur ball and I had to take her to the vet and the dog ran away. No, it was like, you said you were going to do this on the last call last week. How did you do it? Did you do it? What happened? And let's keep on moving. So I challenge you to find a mastermind group that's sort of like an accountability partner, but a full group, and it will really help you stay on track with your goals. So the next thing I want to share is something new that a young lady shared with me, and I fell in love with it. And this is a jar.